Hi, YouTube. Hi, welcome on in. Hey, we are getting started with Zom 100, episode number 2. This is another series, man, that I really like the rotation that we have at the moment because Zom 100 makes me think. Moshiko Tensei, Arcane, Heavenly Delusion are all shows that genuinely make you stop and think and analyze and so on and so forth. And and yeah, yeah, I didn't eat breakfast. That was my first little breakfast meal right there. So when we're going through a show like this, there's a lot to talk about, a lot to dissect. Guys, we will be pausing, we will be talking, we will be analyzing. It's not just we're not going to show the entire series for what it is because that's not changing, being transformative. So we are stopping every so often. We are talking about it. We're looking at the mental health elements. And guys, in case you guys don't know who I am, hi, my name is Ed. I'm a psychologist. I tend to analyze anime, video games, and everything in between. So welcome on in. Make sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share this video around if you guys like it. And because I suck at self promo. And with that being said, let's go into it, shall we? Bro, bruh, what a way to start in. What a phenomenal way of showcasing that. Like, your work environment can be absolutely fucking traumatic. And there can be, hold on, I'll go back. I'll go back and I'll replay it. I'll replay it in a bit. But your work environment can be absolutely fucking traumatic. Yeah, I know, I know. I just put sound on right now. It can be absolutely fucking traumatic, right? And when you have a boss yelling at you, or when you have your supervisor yelling at you, it can cause trauma. It can legitimately cause trauma. And there's some work environments that are just like that, where they're like, hey, you're sick. Why don't I see you at work? You're supposed to be at work right now. Why aren't you here? And it's like, I'm sick. I can't move. That's grounds for termination. I hope you know that. That is grounds for termination. You being sick and not showing up for work, that's ground. That is so sickening to think about, like how sometimes that's normalized in a lot of cultures and even in a lot of environments where you have to work yourself to death. And I even question this, and I'll bring this up, which is outside of a work environment. If you've ever had a crappy, really, really crappy boss, a toxic boss, how do you deal with them outside of that work environment? If that boss was still alive for a main man here and he encountered him out there, would he be comfortable with the freedom that he has, or would he resign that freedom again to fall back into the roles that have been established for him? Hola, ¿cómo estás, Jesus? That's the question that comes into my mind when I'm like, when we're looking at power dynamics and how sometimes power dynamics can become habitual in a way. Think about that for yourselves. If you had a really, really toxic boss and you meet him out in the field and he tells you to do something or ask you for something, do you ignore him, or you're like, okay, I'll appease this so that way I don't get it back bad at work whenever I come back? That is why that's, ooh, man, this show's hitting on so much shit right now. And I'm like, well, we'll come back to it. Hold on.
は朝から熱が38度ある。いやだからなんなの。ああそんなんで納期間に合うのかな。過労死しそうだ。そんなもん死んでから入れ替えや。最後の一人が帰るまで誰一人帰るな。何居眠りしてんだってんだ。あっさり諦めね。
What's interesting though is like he keeps slamming the desk down, and every single time he slams, blood comes out of his hands. Sort of how the blood of a lot of people that come in and give their all to the work, he just keeps demanding more and more of you and your physicality and your emotions and your mental health and so on and so forth. And all how that can go ahead and, I don't know, destroy people. Like legitimately, like you're giving up blood for your work. Yeah, ever since I've been chewed out before from the former military. Getting cussed at doesn't bother me, but there's a difference between getting cussed at, Mike, and then it being like a bullying tactic. It being a tactic that is used to quite literally make you feel less than, like in a standard work environment, right? That's one of the big differences in that. However, good on you for building up your resilience to like not be bothered by that. But for a lot of people, that is, when I'm talking about triggering, that is so triggering. Honestly, in a world like this, in a zombie filled world, you want to know what I would do? Like, I would probably like I'd probably be bait. I'd probably be like doing stupid shit. I'd probably be shirtless, like just mooning zombies and throwing fucking cakes at them or doing silly shit just to survive and keep myself entertained in the time period that is there, right? So that is something that I'm just gonna go ahead and throw out there. It's like, well, how would you be in an apocalypse like this? Would you guys genuinely want to survive, and how would you survive? How would you kill boredom? What would you do? What would you do in an environment like this? Would you be walking around trying to go to find your way out? Would you be trying to go ahead and stockpile? A lot of people would stockpile. My bucket list would totally include being exactly Tom Cuddy. Exactly. Who's there to stop you, right? Who's there to stop you from going shirtless, from doing what you need to do? Who's there to stop you from going out and adventuring? Who's there to stop you to do certain things? What freedoms would you enable for yourself for you to have? And that is a big aspect that I love to go ahead and throw out there. Because freedom isn't just like the minute, like me saying I am free. It is quite literally like you saying, you know what, I am free because I'm able to go ahead and do certain things. Play bowling with cars. I mean, yeah, yeah. What would you do, Clean? What would you do? I'm kind of curious. What about the rest of you guys? What would you guys do if you guys had unlimited freedom at the moment?
すいませんリーダー
Oh,
あれ
see all these trash bags you have in here? Fuck it. Not your problem anymore. Juke him out. Have a clean, safe environment. Oh, I would totally do random bullshit. You only live once. Yeah, exactly. I am a surgeon. I want to travel and see other cities, even though that puts you at risk of dying. See, this is so interesting. It's like, what does freedom mean to you in a regard like this?
そうか俺もう会社行かなくてよくなったんだ
Sería como GTA en verdad, sí.
おはようございます今日から3年分の休暇遊んで遊んで遊びまくるぞ
Oh, bro. Who is she? Hey, well, hold on. I'm not even sure if it's safe for me to say, ask who is she, but who is she? I talk about my dude looks like he has so much riz. My dude looks like he's a fucking riz master. I love how I was talking about freedom and he comes off with like taking off his shirt. Oh. Opening analysis, hold on.
の休暇遊んで遊んで遊びまくるぞ
What's funny is even though this starts off as a joke, like the joke of an opening, there's a lot to everything that's coming on through, right? There's a lyric that actually speaks out to me as we were going through it that I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? Also, in case you guys hear goal or no goal, it's because the Gold Cup is playing right now. And long story short, my parents were the ones that made the food. They came to visit and they made me food. So if you guys hear my dad yell goal, it's because Mexico scored a goal. If not, then you know otherwise. But the reason why we hear this though, right? Like, look, literally him on a bike, all the zombies chasing after him. A dude, right? Which is interesting. Like the one of the big perspectives that I get from this is like the zombies didn't discriminate as to who or what were bit, which in my mind immediately is there a goal? Is there a goal? What? Which in my mind immediately goes into this like. How do they operate? How long until they stop moving? What do these cycles look like? And the fact that his mind is on fire and toxic gas looks like to have come out of him. I love how colorful this is. But in a world like this, looking at the way that he has his glasses and he's smiling in a world where Is it just me or is it a bit of stutter in stream? I hope there's not. There might be. There might be. There was like a 0.1% increase. So that might have been a little bit of a stutter. When looking at something like this, what comes to mind is like this world is completely dead, and my dude is smiling at it. My dude is like smiling brilliantly at this world that is being seen here. It kind of makes me wonder, like, is it a core level of spirituality and freedom that he feels from this, where he can finally decide to be himself? And it's like for you guys as well. If I'm gonna go ahead and throw this question out to you guys, it's what would you want to be? Would you still be masters? Would you still be like, so on and so forth? Or would you want to go ahead and be say an aspect of yourself that you've been trying to go ahead and be? For example, would I want to go ahead and be Professor Xavier in this world? And I'd roam around and be like, I am Xavier, But it is a world that is dead or just a society. And that's a good question in of itself. Is it the world or is it just a society that is dead? Become a surgeon. I am a surgeon. I'm God. But like, yeah, your inner Chuny would totally come out, and this is why it's coming out here. Like, we heal through play, and even in a world like this, you would find yourself playing and doing stupid stuff, and even taking on roles and aspects like that to try and heal and cope with the environment that you're in. She looks like judging from her things, she looks rather pragmatic. Something to take a bath in, a backpack, probably a food thing, and another little satchel. Okay, although I don't like the fact that she's not wearing any shoes. Te cortas, you cut yourself in this world. Oof. The Riz with this man. The Dio, toothbrush, shirtless. Oh, my inner Trini would totally, yeah. Samurai, all the bodies. Why is it that anytime we see like a character like this, it's always like either they're half or they're like told you. I told you guys would hear it. Or they're like from like the Netherlands or Germany or something. Goal, 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 guys, goal. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, fuck you. America or Germany, true. It's usually one or the other. That's awesome. Okay. It's the gold cop. Yeah, this is the gold cop. Apparently, it still hasn't updated on my end. It still has not updated on my end. If I was stuck in Japan during a zombie apocalypse, I'd totally go full weeb too. Oh, dude, 100%. 100%. This line, this line, this line, I was waiting for it. You metamorphize into a classic life. I feel like this zombie apocalypse has allowed others to start legitimately metamorphizing into another area in their life, right? Like it has allowed some of these people to start thriving. How many of you guys? No, it's 1-0. It officially updated right now. How many of you guys would say that? For in case you guys are wondering, it's 89 minutes. It's 1-0. How many of you guys would say that like a big event like this would make you metamorphize, would make you change? Also, what's up, McSlutzberger? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Because for a lot of people, this is a freeing event. This is an event where all of a sudden you're not stuck by bounds of society in general. Beautiful stuff. And with this though, I love the song just because it doesn't spoil a lot. This is one of the few anime intros where you don't get spoiled. Where it's not like it's gonna outright spoil everything for you. Like they'll introduce the cast of characters here, but it's not gonna go ahead and like here's a bunch of spoiler. It's like no, it's an amazing opening. It's fun to watch. It's energetic. It's everything. So through that, I want to ask you guys this question: how many of you guys would be good? How many of you guys would be good? How many of you guys would be bad? Oh, You thought like everyone would be the same as you. No. No, 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 no. Everyone has different opinions. Some people would like just want to cause chaos. Some people in a world like this would just want to cause chaos. Some people are just trying to go ahead and live for themselves. How many of well, Fallen Guardian, but what I mean by this is like it, in morals, in morality by yourself, right? Some people were calling this OP lazy because they were almost nothing but stuff from episode one. But stop spoilers. Yeah, it helps people enjoy. Like for me, I enjoy this opening because it doesn't spoil anything, you know. Uh, let's get nuts. So, for example, the reason why I'm saying this is because people always like to believe that morality is pretty similar. In a world or in an environment like this, we're looking we're looking at a society where it has all gone to shit. So you have people who will quite literally do everything they can to survive. Yeah, that's fine. You have other people where, let's say that we hung out together, Fallen Guardian, Mike, Felonairs, Lol Orange, Cleanup, all these people here in chat. And let's say Lol Orange is like mad at us, and we're all like stuck in together in like this little store, and Lol Orange is like, fuck it, and opens up the shutters full of like zombies to come through and get us while he makes his escape. There are people like that that would just want to see chaos unfold. So that's my number one thing that's out there. It's like in a world like this, what would you be? Would you be an individual that's trying to go ahead and, survive and keep to yourself and, try and live in like a good way in terms of like keeping yourself and those that you care about safe, or would you try and cause chaos and destruction? Anyway. I'm not a wizard. Hold on. I did not expect for him to just grab his shit and start throwing it out. No, no lo esperaba. ¿Cómo se pasa esto? And doing laundry.
Ush! 3年分の掃除完了。部屋の整理は心の整理か。
Yep.
いつぶりだろう。こんなに心がすっきりしたのは。さてと。
Honestly, straight up. Guys, clean your room. If you can. I have to clean my room in a bit. Clean your room. If you see a little piece of trash on your desk right now or in your bed, wherever you are currently, pick it up and throw it away. Clean room is better, is beneficial for your mental health. So clean your room. Keep at least yourself clean in some way, shape, or form. It helps a ton. Keep yourself motivated. For example, I use my Coke Zero as a way to like get me to like I have a tracker thing that tells me what I have to go get for food and whatnot, and if I'm running low on food or if I need to go do something. But like usually when I'm running out of soda, I know it's time for me to go ahead and go get more stuff, or if I'm running out of Powerade or whatever. What do you guys use as a thing to keep you motivated? I'm too lazy to clean it. So then, how's your mental health, Fallen Guardian? It's a genuine question now. Like in a situation like that, is it fine, or are you just coasting by?
それではお待ちかねの。
Clean your train. Beer. How I miss it.
うまいうますぎる。会社に行かず朝から飲むビールがこれほどまでとは。まさに奇跡の水。
Holy water.
神の水だ。本来なら働いてるはずの平日に飲む背徳感、仕事の激務や責務からの解放感、これを幸せと呼ばずして何と呼ぶのだろう。
Well, I mean, my thing is there's a difference between alcoholism and enjoying beer, right? Like the addiction to alcohol means that you need it to survive. In a world like this, though, where it might be the one thing that like keeps you going. Like if I was in a situation like to say that I only had water and beer or whatnot, and water's shut off, well, guess what? Beer's gone. You might have to go ahead and start finding ways to survive, right? Also, I don't like. Uy, ¿qué pasará cuando cada quien los reservas de comida? ¿Sí? Yeah. So that's why I'm throwing this out there. Is like when it comes to this, Like, it's huge. It is imperative. It is one of the biggest aspects to go ahead and talk about. Like, food is a motivator. Food is not just a motivator. Food is everything for people. Food, our drinks, what we do. Middle Ages Europe drink wine because it was safer than water. Yeah. So, what would you do for your own food? What would you do for your own survival methods? What would you do to do certain things, right? But alcoholism would be like, you can't survive without it. In a world like this might be the one thing that keeps you going, right? The one thing that keeps you happy, because you might understate this as a form of freedom to cope with the outside world.
こちら東京上空からの映像です。至る所から火の手が上がっています。
Terrifying.
これが現実の光景とは未だに受け入れられません。このスタジオにも生きる屍と化した局員たちがすぐそこまで押し寄せています。
Run!
ネットや電話の回線はパンクしており、政府機関からは依然何の発表もありません。もはやこの国が機能しているのかも。
I think giving a report right in front of the door, not the greatest of. Yeah, maybe they are stuck. True.
しかしあれだな、やはり世界は大変なことになってしまったんだな。これからどうしたもんか。しかし今日の俺はとにかくビールだ。昼間からビール片手にこの部屋を一歩も出ることなく、徹底的に自堕落な時に身を委ね3年分の英気を養うと決めたのだ。ない嘘ないまさかさっきのラスイチない。よりによってこのタイミングで今日は何もしないって決めたのに。
There's something that I love about this. There's a dichotomy in this show, right? The world outside is fucked, yet we're seeing a guy inside worried about beer, right? Yet the music is doing this like drum line, you know, like this yeah, really it's a drum line just going ham at it, right? Sort of showing us an impetus towards the mind starting to work up. Here's the thing. If your environment is zombies, right? Would you worry about silly things like this? Yeah. Yeah, you probably would. I know people are going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Your environment, your entire world is zombies. Guess what? Okay, cool. That's something that we have to deal with. That's something that no matter what is always a constant. This is not. The zombies outside are always going to be a constant at this point in time. This is not. You never know when you're going to go ahead and like get another drink. It's not about alcohol, just alcohol falling guardian. It's about drinks and food and whatnot like that. Like, that would be a variable that you have to take care of. So your worries would start to skyrocket because, yeah, zombies are outside and you have to deal with them. And yes, you have to fight for your life every single time. But if you don't have food, how are you going to do it? You know, if you don't have that drink, that sweet sense of relief. Yeah, I kind of want pizza too, Little Orange.
ビールを調達しなきゃいけないじゃないか。めんどくせえけど、もうあんたなしでダラダラなんてできるわけないじゃないか。やむをえん。
警察も自衛隊も助けに来ない。これからどうすればいいの？
諦めちゃダメだ。とにかく今は一日でも長く。
こんな状況でどう生き延びろって言うのよ。終わりよ。世界の終わりだわ。
さあ、一体どうしたら。誰でもいい。誰か助け。
Somebody help. Oh man, it's impossible. Dude, I'm ¿cómo se pasa? Cayó del cielo. Ay. Also, if this is their, hold on. If this is their apartment, is this somebody else's apartment next to them? And there's like no divider in between? Because if not, bro, you got to get the fuck out of there. Like, if this other side is another person's apartment and whatnot, like, and another person's balcony and whatnot, like, you gotta fucking book it, dude. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, you and your waifu here have to like, yeah. Because look at them, they're all this is what I'm saying is, I love this fucking show, right? Because look, the area that is highlighted, right? We see them talking and whatnot. This beautiful conversation that they're like silly conversation that are happening out here. But in the background, the zombies are moving up the stairs. In the background, the zombies are still like, it is evident, like on the side, this dark panel over here, there's zombies that are shuffling up the stairs. So it's like, wow, this is normal. This is normality. Sorry for your interrupt. Do you have beer? Like this, like in the light, what is worrisome for them is just their small interaction. That is beautiful.
すいません、うちのマンションの階段がゾンビだらけだったもので。
とにかく中へ。ここはまだ安全だ。
いや、すいません。これからちょっと出かける予定が。俺、隣のマンションに住んでる天童明って言います。ここで会ったのも何かの縁ですし、これからよろしくお願いします。
はい。高坂です。
そうだ、これからコンビニ行くんで、よかったら何かいりそうなもの買ってきましょうか。カップ麺とか懐中電灯とか。
じゃあよろしくお願いします。
できればトイレの紙もダブルで。
オッケーさ。
ああ。If I was a zombie, I would be terrified. I'm not even gonna lie. If I was a zombie in this world, I'd be fucking terrified. You're telling me that this person is still riding a bike regardless of the fucking hordes that are around? Like, if I was another human being watching this happen, seeing a guy just casually, like, you know, ride his bike throughout a zombie horde, I would be like, okay, yeah, no. Well, it's not just zombies, but like in general, any person watching, like, that was watching him just go by and be like, oh, wow, like, he's either must be really hungry or, like, you know.
なんか昨日よりすげえ数増えてねえか。いくらチャリでも大勢に囲まれたら逃げきれねえかも。でもここでビールを我慢するくらいならゾンビに食われた方がマシだ。
Okay, real question. How many of you guys are bothered that the blood is not red? Like, is 2-ply, please. Yeah. Like, genuine question. How many of you guys are bothered that, like, I'm not? I actually like the fact that like, because for me, it's emphasizing, right? I think it's it's amazing imagery. That's why I'm throwing this out there. For me, it's emphasizing that, like, yes, while blood is a part of zombie culture, it's not the part of the show. It can still be fun. You can still be lighthearted. You can still joke around and stuff. And for me, this colored blood emphasizes that, like, freedom, that sense of nature, freedom and fun that he's experienced, you know. Like, it blows my mind because a show like this is like pushing that narrative, and it's showing that, like, oh yeah, zombies don't all have to be doom and gloom. You can still have silliness involved in this, and it can still be okay. And like, even throughout it all, my dude is coping. He's like, I'd rather get eaten by zombies than go back to work. Like, wow, what a fucking character and a half to have, dude. It reflects his frame of mind. It does. It's a creative way. Tendo said it, he sees the world in colors. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the purpose through that, is like, he has freedom. It's now fun. It's now creative. It's now funny, you know. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's awesome. Is that a GoPro?
ビールいろんなビールが飲み放題。 にかくありったけの P。
Hey, yo. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Hold on. Beat him. Beat him.
選曲。あ、てか俺今めっちゃ変な歌歌ってた。恥ずかしい。変に思われてないかな。いや絶対思われてるよね。
That's also probably not the best outfit to have in a zombie apocalypse, but I mean, to each their own. You know, at this point, if you're gonna die, you're gonna die. If you're gonna die, you're gonna die. Like.
さっきも高坂さん怖がらせちゃったし、怖がらせないようにしないと。こんにちは。お姉さんも買い出しですか？街中ゾンビだらけですから外出するのも大変ですよね。
Dude, I would question your survival instincts. Like, if I was in this, if Evil Ed was in this story, I'd be like, dude, okay, so you're telling me that you risked your life for beer, something that dehydrates you, and you're not taking back water, or I haven't seen you really go for water, you're going more for the beer aspect of things. Like, I would just straight up start, like, just critiquing aspects like this, like, and this is peak drip. Let my girl live. It is. I'm not saying it's not. That's why the primal hat came on.
俺なんて今日は家でダラダラビール飲むつもりがまさかのラスイチで。すいません。こんな状況でせっかく知り合ったわけですし、よかったら連絡先の交換でも。
My dude shooting a shot in a world like this. Oh, I love her survivalist mindset or whatnot. Like just grabbing her stuff. She's about to dip. Like, all right, I saw you here. Cool, whatever. I'm just gonna dip. And he's like, hey, can we exchange? Can we go ahead and exchange numbers here? Can I have your number? It's like, dude, you might be dead in the next couple of hours. My dude's trying to go ahead and hit it. You miss 100% of the shots. Exactly, you do miss 100% of the shots. You don't. No perdió tiempo. No. Hey, I know I just met you a minute ago, but do you want to bang?
じゃ余計なお世話でしょうけれど、そんなもののために街中に出ることがプライオリティの高いタスクとは到底思えないわね。
プライ
リスクヘッジもまともにできない人とアライアンスを組むメリットは見込めない。一緒にいるとこちらの生存率まで下がりかねないので、連絡先の交換はお断りさせていただくわ。
お姉さん危ないね。
Waifu. What can I say, boys? What can I say? I think I got myself the waifu of the season now. Truck-kun came in isekai some more zombies, ladies and gentlemen, and then looking at this beautiful frame, I think we have ourselves the waifu of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. That's a beautiful animation. Holy shit. I wish that was me. Oh. Instant waifu, yes. And she got her stuff and left, bro.
ありがとうお姉さん。って俺のじゃねえ。なるほど。リスクヘッジか。こんなゾンビ映画あるあるみたいなこと本当に起こるんだな。すげえかっこよくて綺麗なお姉さんだったな。
Yeah, she was pretty badass.
会えるかな。腕ふけてる場合じゃねえ。
Run, dude!
家までダッシュ。いや無理無理無理無理無理無理。どうすんだどうすんだこっから。何かなんか。チャリが進化したぜ。
How's he gonna get back home moped style, my friends? Something that makes significantly more noise and everyone can hear. He's gonna get on that moped and go back home with that beer. My man is something else. But I mean, what are the concepts of freedom that we know about, right? Let's be honest. Like here in the States, one of the biggest things is you have your motorcycle, right? And you take an open passage trip across the country. That is like what most people see as freedom, right? Like being able to get in your car, being able to get on your bike and go everywhere. Yeah, him and 100 zombies. Like and that's sort of the concept that I'm bringing out, which is like in a world like this, what is the utility? What thing are you like riding and stuff to survive? Would it be a bike? Would it be a motorcycle? What would it be? Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Sky Bro. I appreciate it. Would it be so on and so forth? Like it's a tank. Yeah, would it be a tank? Even. Yeah, and what if you run out of gas and you can't move? Like you're stuck in that tank. Yeah, you just gotta risk cost analyze everything. Analyze everything.
平日朝のラッシュ時だったもんな。鍵のついたチャリとか原付は転がってんのね。これでこれからはチャリよりはるかに快適に移動だ。
Ray lights here.
いや待て、もしやこれはまだ進化の途中。おお。
My dude went from being an Uber driver to being like the big boss of a gang bike here. It might be about armored as a snowblower. Yeah. Oh man. Upgrade time. Wheelie time, dude. What I like, or what I'm finding interesting is this. If you notice, the zombie still has a cane. The zombie still has a cane. So is there an instance or a semblance of consciousness still enabled in that despite the virus infecting you? Like, you know, like for example, there are some parasitic stuff out there where it takes control of the brain, but like you won't fully know it. You might still be conscious until boom, it just kills you and it waits for, yeah. Because I'm like, this zombie still has a fucking cane. Yeah, they all seem to have personalities.
ビールは大量だわ。素敵なお姉さんに会えたわ。念願の大型バイクまで手に入るとは。今日も最高に素敵な一日だったな。高坂さん、ただいま帰りました。
I'm sure they're gonna be
ビールあるので、
really grateful
よかったら
for you.
一緒に晩酌でも。
Well, never mind. I guess you weren't really grateful. Holy shit, dude. Oh, this is just another area of their house. Did they just break through and get them? Oh. Ew. Ew. F in the chat. There are no bodies, yeah. Or zombies, true.
Kosaka-san?
Live news report.
俺たちの命があと1日だろうが60年だろうが、やりたいことをやれる時間はあまりにも短い。 リスクヘッジなんて気にしてる暇はないんだな。
Right. I'm
子供の頃はやりたいことが山ほどあった。なのにいつからかなんだかんだ理由つけて
make a
ほ
bucket
とんどや
list.
ってこな
Yeah.
かった。3年分の休暇遊んで遊びまくるって決めたんだ。
I think in a realistic way, this show is so fucking valuable. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Like, this show is so valuable in it just introducing these concepts. Like, what is stopping you from living the life that you want to live? Like, my dude is making a bucket list, right, of things to go ahead and do before, I guess, whatever, right? I guess before he dies. And he's starting to enjoy these freedoms, these moments, like, you know, where it literally took an apocalypse for him to start realizing what he wants to do and what he needs to do and all of these things. And what's on my bucket list? Honestly, I want to be one of the things on my bucket list is to help people, like legitimately with the content and whatnot, and be like not become known, but become like at least recognizable that like, hey, you know what? If you're going through a bad time or you want to like learn more about yourself, like this is the content for you to go to, especially if you like anime and whatnot. Like one of my big things is to actually become a pretty decent streamer, is to grow as a content creator, as a streamer. Is to give a big speech somewhere about the benefits of this, is to attend a con as a panelist or something, big con or something like that, right? I have a couple of things on my bucket list as we're going through. Some being like, you know, I really want to like, I want to, I don't know how to put it. I want to host a big event, big gathering for everyone that's been part of the family, a part of the community, and like literally make it one of the biggest fucking parties out there. What about for the rest of you guys? What is on your bucket list? What do you guys wish to do before you go? I do, like, for example, another one is traveling. I do want to go to at least as many countries as I possibly can, and experience the culture that I like, that I can experience. TwitchCon panel, right? So sometime soon, sometime huge, man. That would be amazing.
やりたいことをやらずに生き延びるくらいならゾンビに食われた方がマシだ。の
Never feel or carry shame, yeah? Try out dreadlocks? Aww. Wine and died? Oh.
まだ30じゃん。やりたいことね。会社を辞めて俺の本当にやりたかったこと。
Wow. Dad? Grandpa? I mean, say your final goodbyes to your family would be another one, right? Like in a world like this where you don't know if you'd be able to go ahead, like if they're alive or not, right? Like to go and say a proper goodbye and or a proper thank you, if your family raised you right, or if you feel like they genuinely cared about you and whatnot, like to genuinely be able to say thank you for allowing this and so on and so forth. Like, whoa, dude, there's so, if you've had, oh man, there's so many good concepts and stuff here. Like, wow, I wonder if he's even had time to like talk to his family, considering his work environment and stuff. Like, wow, I love it, man. Yeah, it's so refreshing to see. Like, probably not. Spend time with parents. With my best bud. Oh. This hits, man. I'm fucking I'm tearing up and shit, dude. I know I shouldn't be, but like this fucking hits, dude. Because I think that like we take life for granted way too often. And as someone that's been there, someone that's done end of life therapy and has been there at the final moments for some people, one of the common things that like I get told, or like, some of the common things that I've heard is like people take life too seriously, and they get in dead end jobs, or they get in a career or an education or something, and that becomes everything, and they forget to enjoy the simple things. They forget to enjoy, yeah, I know, dude, like the onion slicing ninjas are back, and that's why I'm like, they forget to truly do something for themselves that they were passionate about. And that's where it's like everything's hitting, because a lot of like that's a common thing that you hear. And the common thing that a lot of people like don't even know, it's like, are you doing something because you love to do it, or are you just doing it because the money is good? Do you feel passionate about it? And man,
でき
man,
た。
what are your things I want to do before becoming a zombie? Oh, dude, what the fuck is this show, dude? I didn't expect to go into a big lesson of morality and like life and the beauties of like, what goals can stand and whatnot. I'm here to laugh, not to feel sad, but it was a good scene. It was a really good scene. It was a really, really good scene. Like, fuck, dude. Hey, look at her
都内
go.
全域に緊急警報を発令しています。地域の皆様、ドアにしっかり鍵を閉め、自宅からは決して出ないようにしてください。繰り返します。都内全域に緊急警報を発令しています。地域の皆様、ドアにしっかり鍵を閉め、自宅からは決して出ないようにしてください。この国が機能しているのかも。
Sheesh. Okay. 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 As much as I would love to say, yo, like all your vitamins and stuff are important, because they are important. You take your How long realistically do you think you could keep up with all of that like medication regimen in a world like this? I think that'd be a little tough. I think if anything, stockpiling on like penicillin, on like antibiotics, on water, uh what is it, like ib ibuprofen could work, but like just any type of like immediate medicine that can kill infections and whatnot would take a priority, would take a huge priority.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, yo.
ロスの本社とも連絡は取れず、かなりクリティカルな状況ね。食料と水の確保、サスティナブルなエネルギー、メンタルコントロール、有酸素運動の継続、糖質制限の徹底。
I like that. Whoa. Whoa, that is beautiful. The dichotomy in that, right? Or the like the differences in that. One of them is 100 things I want to do before becoming a zombie. Hers is 100 things to do to avoid becoming a zombie. What a beautiful way of showcasing just so much about their character status based on their list. There was a lot of list in this. That's why I'm saying, like, for me, it's like I've never like a show like this. Like it's blowing my fucking brain right now, right? Because like just out of that one little like journal thing, it's highlighted so much, right? I wonder if the zombies have a bucket list as well. Like, what would you do in that scenario? Would you want to avoid becoming a zombie? Would you be doing like trying to do every day? For example, is she living a life that she is feeling fulfilled, or is she living a life based out of fear of becoming a zombie? And then for him, his life would be like same question: is he trying to live a life that he feels fulfilled, or a life where he like he's trying to avoid becoming a zombie? And in his life, we can say he's trying to live a life to try and feel fulfilled. In hers, it's like she's trying to avoid becoming a zombie, so it's more of a fearful calculated risk. So therefore I see her more as like, if you try to do anything risky that is stupid, she'd probably reprimand you, she'd probably think it's dumb, you know. She's working out, walking the path of getting swole. Bro, what a fucking anime, bro. Holy shit. Both can learn from one another. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, TLC, then yeah, if you want to, man, no worries. There's...
Yatta. ついにやったぞ。
Bueno.
俺は逃げ切った。逃げ切ったぞ。
John Adams. They went through and they're like, what name can we throw up there? Oh, we'll go with John Adams. The end.
なるほど。ゾンビが歩くタイプと走るタイプの作品があるのね。
Slow and fast, yep.
歩き、走り。あの個体はかなり危険度高そう。歩き、走り。歩き、危険。今起きてるゾンビパンデミックには両方のタイプがいるのね。遭遇の際、どういうタイプか瞬時に判断できれば生存率は確実に上がる。やっぱり確かなローデータが必要だわ。これ
I mean, yes, but also no, right? Like, I pick your poison. Walking Dead zombies or Walking Dead 100%. World War Z zombies would just absolutely like destroy us. Like, looking at something like this though, I love how calculated she is, and I feel like me and her would probably get along pretty well in terms of like risk management scenarios and stuff like this. But it also comes down to your own personal defense. How good at you at defending yourself, and even through that, if you're only looking at human elements, we're also missing out on another big bunch, which is like dogs, cats. What about pets and things at the zoo, right? Like all the animals at the zoo and whatnot. Like you have to take in other considerations as well. So you're classifying them into walking and running, right? And dangerous type. Okay, what about sound? Do they react to sound or is it only vision? What gets them to go ahead and click? You have to run so many tests as quickly as you can to determine whether or not going out and getting raw data is sufficient, right? And even through that, like, oof. Yeah, zombie mosquitoes, oof.
以上感染が拡大する前に必要な物資の調達もしておかないと。この周辺で比較的リスクの少ないエリアは。カメラ動作よし。
Batteries, chicken, yeah. Everything before it expires. Honestly, though, like, good elements, good thing to talk about, right? When is the stream of Arcane episode 5? Probably going to be on Friday. We're probably going to try and do 1 or 2 episodes. Bad luck. More than likely. Arcane is so good. Oh my god, dude. Arcane is so fucking good. But when we're looking at this, let's talk about it. What would you guys get? Canned foods. A fuck ton of canned foods would be my thing. Because anything out there, you have the risk of it already being like, you know, starting to go bad. I know it might be a day or so you might want to grab that before the electricity runs out. But canned foods, ramen, a fuck ton of water if possible. Because all of that is extremely important. Ramen never goes bad. Bottled water, canned foods and seeds, yep. Like, so some of the core elements that are extremely needed. Risk analysis. I would do multiple runs to the store and get almost... Yeah! I mean, you could probably hold up.
生存者感染はしてないみたいね。
ビーラとにかくありったけのビール
害は はなさそう。いや、ゾンビを引き連れてる可能性。やっぱり。
こんにちは。
まだ遠いけど、早く調達終わらせて去るのが基地ね。
I love the fact that they're showing her monologue.
この人、典型的な短絡的で刹那的快楽主義の思考の持ち主。
Yeah.
なぜこんな人物が生き延びてるのか、メイクセンスしがたいわ。
Because he's thinking about freedom, bro.
この音、クラクション。まずい、ゾンビが集まってくる。今外に出たら襲われる可能性が高い。バリケード、いや、時間の問題ね。何か切り抜ける方法は。
Oh, fuck.
これは暴走してる。この進路ならいける。余計なお世話でしょうけれど、そんなもののために街中に出ることが。
She is five-heading this in such a beautiful way. Like, seeing her mind at work. Oh, no worries, bad luck. Seeing her mind at work is incredible. The fact that she's, like, prioritizing so much. But I do wonder if this is going to be one of those moments where isolational aspects come into play, right? Where she might just survive this round, but out of time, you have to start relying on people. And yes, people are a risk, but you have to be okay with some risk sometimes, you know? Like, this is all an extra chapter, and I'm so glad they adapted it. Oh shit, this was an extra chapter? So this is why I'm talking about this, right? Like, she could literally, like, at some point in time, we all rely on our attachments and the ability to communicate with others, and others can be a risk, and sometimes you got to do silly, stupid shit to keep yourself feeling alive mentally. If you want to talk about mental states, this is one of those first moments where you talk about, like, what would you do for, like, stability, right? Like, if I told you, right, like, I'm like, dude, I know a person that is still alive right here, right now, and they make the best fucking KFC mashed potatoes and chicken, and they know how to make that to perfection, and they're still alive right here, right now. And I want to go ride the roller coaster that they have. That's all safe. Will you join me? Will you join me? Say no more. Say no more, bro. It's gonna be the last time that we get to eat KFC chicken and mashed potatoes. Will you join me, or are you gonna say no? Are you okay with never ever again possibly having having food, you know? I can make a microwave pizza bagel. But that's sort of the reason why I'm throwing out there is sometimes you have to make decisions based on attachments, right? And sometimes those decisions are illogical. They do hit different. Like, those decisions are illogical, but sometimes it's that illogicalness that makes life worth living, and it makes us smile, and it makes us laugh, and it makes us feel like we made a fucking stupid decision, but it is what it is, and it keeps us entertained and sane for a little bit longer. Like, if we just analyze and risk analyze everything, it can be our own detriment there.
プライオリティの高いタスクとは到底思えないわね。あとはこのまま引きつけられるだけ引きつけてタイミングを合わせれば。
お姉さん、危ない。
Oh no.
ダメ、その位置は。
ね。
Oh, that fucking truck, dude. I mean, you wouldn't have a computer or a phone, Colin. Maybe your phone for a bit.
くだらない大衆映画も参考程度にはなるものね。水確保、食料、電気、ガス確保、データも取れた。改善点はまだあるけど上々ね。今回遭遇したゾンビのパターンは
He's just running up there.
この非常時にたかがビール一つであそこまで喜べる人がいるとは。
Minimize sugar intake. Oh.
ま
Oh.
あ桜餅くらい我慢しなくてもよかったかな。
Yeah. And I feel like he's gonna go ahead and be that agent of change for her, right? Like this is why I love this fucking show. And like I mean this legitimately. This show hits on so many points, on so many aspects as like what change can mean and how we as individuals can start that process of change for others. Like time and time again, I'm just blown away at like how this show handles a lot of these sequences, a lot of these moments. And if we're gonna let's take a quick look at it, right? But is that change for the better though? In this situation, it's just depending on yourself, right? But let's look at this, right? Let's talk about it for a second. Where are they in this environment? Where are they in this environment? They're down here. This is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. They're right here, down here in the physiological state, safety state, right? They're fighting to try and go ahead and keep this alive. So is this an area of priority for them? Or for her at least? No. Is this an area of priority for him? Well, as you can tell, he started making his list as to what he wants to go ahead and do, and it looks like he for him he feels like he's met a majority of this, or he doesn't really care about a majority of this. So for him, he's like friends. I saw family. I saw you know confessing or finding someone that you love or whatever. So he's up here. For her, where is she? Where is her mentality at? Granted, they're in a world where ecologically they should be worrying about all of this. But for him, he just got freedom. And for him, this doesn't really matter. He's okay with all of this. He wanted beer. And he went and he got that beer and he got that water, whatever, and he's good. Where is she? Guys, where is she? It's a good way of learning. She's down here as well. She's down here as well. Right? Making sure that safety wise, she's in the physiological needs. Which is she's trying like by the way, these two are called the needs section essentially. She's down here and she's trying to go ahead and make sure that like there's security, there's that safety, that she's okay, of safety of health. Like, does she have time to think about these top ones, or is this too much of a risk? She can't maintain this one. This is her whole focus. Can she bring this together? Too much. She's trying to go ahead and maintain this bottom level and these two layers. That is who she is as a character. For her to come up here, these have to be met, or she has to feel as though there's security enough in someone else that they can be met. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, she's building a foundation and she's building these two as the top priority. As for him, he's like, all right, I got my beer, whatever, fuck it. If I die, I die. What about family and friends? And like, he's over here, dude, which is so interesting. It's interesting that a zombie apocalypse, while he does have to worry about water and whatnot, like it's not his immediate concern. His immediate concern, whatever he was writing, was up here. Interesting how this show is showcasing the different like hierarchy of needs for people. For some people, it might just be sex, like where can I get laid, right? For others, that can be a gallifant and a half. They're teenagers, right, or they're adults. So yeah, intimacy versus isolation. Same thing here. Success leads to strong relationships. Failure leads to loneliness and isolation. And even looking at this, we got it right here. Can they influence anything? Probably not. Not in a zombie filled world. Only those that they come in contact with. So this is what I was talking about. They can be each other's agents of change. Oh, sorry. I know you can't see the mouse putter, but they can be each other's agents of change. And I think that's one of the biggest aspects through that, because an individual can go ahead and influence home, family, school, so on and so forth, right? Like the whole world, due to the zombie apocalypse, ecosystem got wiped out, but there is a chronosystem, which is time, and time changes this. Time is like, imagine the white space being the chronosystem, and it quite literally pushes in on all of this coming in, which is huge. Does he need to change though? I feel like he's in a good place. He might be in a good place, but like we all change. We all need to change, TLC. That's the concept that time represents, is we all change, and change is okay. Change is good. Like, no matter if you already feel like you're in a good or a bad place, change is a constant, and change is something that we need to at least be okay with. but through that, that's why I highlight this, dude. Like, because hands aren't just like, people keep bringing up hands being the symbol of change. No, hands are not just an agent of change. Everything can be an agent of change. This Coke bottle can be an agent of change. uh Literally 101 things. I love going ahead and correcting this because that can create a misconception in psychological value. And it's important to go ahead and note that anything can be an agent of change. A person, your partner, so on and so forth. To stay good, we need to change. Exactly. And to evolve as an individual, we need to go ahead and keep changing. So, what comes out of this, right? Because there is no more mass media, but there is probably individuals and groups out there that can go ahead and benefit from scenarios like this. I am so curious to see how this show is going to evolve. I am so curious to see just in general where we're going, because this show is fucking fantastic. We're going to hear the ending right now. I just wanted to get my thoughts, which is it's hitting it. It's hitting it time after time after time. This show is spot on, and I love it. I love this show, man. I didn't think Zom 100 was gonna land like so high on my list of like shows to just like sit back and enjoy, but it's so good. It is so good, guys. Guys, if you like some of the conversations that we had, some of the topics that we've gone over, some of the character like literal like, analysis on this, right, and how conversations and different psychological elements that have come into play, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. If you're here on Twitch, make sure to follow. It costs absolutely nothing. And if you have a prime sub, whatever, a prime sub, feel free to go ahead and use it, man. It means the world. It helps a ton. Or if you guys want to help out with payment for the PC that is getting rebuilt, I have a Ko-Fi, and it would mean the world because I'm finally getting back my PC tower on Tuesday. With that being said, let's listen to the ending here. Let's see if anything comes up. Twitch sub, yeah. It looks like the zombies are doing a conga line. Why is this such a fun show? I think I know why, because this just takes off like it just takes off on a journey, man. Like it's like, yes, there is zombies, but it's not fucking 1,000%. There are serious moments, but it's like, hey, you know what? Happy go lucky. It is what it is. It's so good. Wait, is he butt naked? And it's sort of like making friends at the end of the world. Like this is, oh man, this ending is gonna, we're probably gonna do an ending analysis sometime soon. But like this ending is so lifts up your heart and shows you a little bit of like the value of attachments and friendships at the end of the world. That is so fucking beautiful, man. Next week we're definitely gonna do an ending analysis on this because that is mm, mm, yeah, we're gonna take a look at the lyrics for the opening and for the ending here, because that's awesome, dude. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Did I expect for this show to carry this much weight? No. Am I glad that we came into the show and we I don't know, we analyzed it, we looked at it, we did what, like, all of that? Yes, absolutely, yes.